Building an emergency fund on a doctor's schedule is not only possible, it's something I've done, and I'm going to show you exactly how I did it, even though my hours were packed and my days were unpredictable. You're probably wondering, how did I manage to put aside a solid emergency fund while balancing a hectic work life? Stick around because I'll reveal the exact steps I took to build this fund, and trust me, there's something crucial I learned along the way that you don't want to miss. Now, if you're in a high-demand profession like mine, you know how tough it can be to find time for anything outside of work. But the key is understanding how much you can realistically save without burning out. That's why the first thing you need to do is set a goal that's actually achievable, based on your schedule. For me, I started with a smaller goal, about $500, before gradually increasing it as I got more comfortable. And the trick is this: don't overwhelm yourself. Start small and build from there. I've worked with a lot of high-pressure jobs, and I've learned that small wins lead to bigger success, especially when life is throwing curveballs. Once you've got your goal, it's time to think about where you're going to save. I know some people love using investment accounts, but when you're building an emergency fund, the priority is liquidity. You need access to that cash, fast. So I used a high-yield savings account. Now, I don't get affiliate commissions or anything, but I've personally seen better returns by choosing the right savings vehicle. You'll get a little bit of interest, but the most important thing is that you're getting a safe and accessible space for your money. Next, let's talk about automating your savings. I can't stress this enough. The less you think about saving, the more likely it is that you'll stick to your plan. I set up automatic transfers into my savings account on the day after payday. No effort required. The money was gone before I could even think about spending it. This is a game changer. If I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have built my emergency fund nearly as fast. Now, this next part is huge, and I'll be honest, it's something that's often overlooked. Tracking your progress. Whenever I reached a milestone, whether it was hitting $1,000 or $5,000, I celebrated it. And I mean that. I didn't go out and blow the money, but I acknowledged the progress. You see, the emotional boost of hitting a goal will keep you going. It keeps you motivated and reinforces the habit of saving. And trust me, once I reached $5,000, I felt more secure than I had in years. A lot of people also think they need to have a super strict budget when building an emergency fund. But here's the thing. It's not just about cutting costs. It's also about making strategic decisions with your money. For example, I knew I was going to need a certain amount for things like groceries, rent, and utilities. But I also started looking for small ways to increase my income, whether that meant picking up an extra shift or even freelancing on the side. Having that extra cushion allowed me to make progress faster. So, here's the thing. A lot of videos out there will have you believe that you need a huge income to build an emergency fund. That's simply not true. In fact, you can do it even with a doctor's schedule. It all comes down to consistency and strategic planning. And remember, I'm not here to push affiliate links or recommend products that line my pockets. I'm just sharing what worked for me. If you got value from this video and you want to support content that doesn't have hidden incentives, make sure to subscribe.